Hi, good morning. Good morning. Oh my god, Eternal. Yes, yes, give me a sec. We'll be looking at the riddle in a second. Someone's eager to get to that, huh? How are you all today? How
Show
has
me the riddle now, damn it.
Yes, we will get to that shortly. But first, you gotta tell me how you all are today. That's an important part. Also, I just noticed that I didn't start the right music, so I'm gonna do that first. Yes, you will. You will have to wait a second. Here we go. Yes, hello? Well, maybe Britzel is down today. Nope, now it works. There we go. Isn't it fun when things don't work? But yeah, hi. How are you? I hope you all had a weekend. I hope you had a weekend. And if it wasn't a perfect weekend, then let's make this week better, shall we? Oh my god, so many good beans here. We've got, I know Kit is here and Eternal because obviously. And Karth and Ketna and Dalton and Melina. I think this is like the busiest start I've ever had where I wasn't rated. So, yes, good morning all you cuties. Good morning. But yeah, I suppose Eternal
I'm
really...
Cute Crash, by the way.
Really wants to make sure he defends his title down there.
I'm Cute Crash, by the way.
And if you weren't here last Monday, yes, he is. If you weren't here last Monday, well, first of all, why? I judge you. But no, I don't. No. All good. But yeah, if you weren't here last week, we now have an MVB, the most valuable bean. You see him down here, Eternal. Because every week we now have a new riddle. And today's riddle is gonna be a toughie. I don't think it's gonna be solved today, and I will not give any hints. It made it very clear that I gave too many hints last week and made it a bit too easy. So there will be no hints on Mondays. All you see, if it turns on, where did it go? All you see is, well, not his butt, here. All you see is the riddle. And I will once again suggest to take a screenshot, because I'm not posting it in Discord until at least Wednesday. And I will not give any hints. Outside of, I'm not looking for a single word. It is a sentence. I got food. Where is it? Look at that, I got a pizza. Look at this beautiful pizza. I don't know how it stands like this, I'm just holding on really tight. Wait, there. Yes, this is gonna be a toughie. But I wish you all the best. The way it works is simple. If you know the answer, if you're uncertain, you can PM it to me. I have no problem telling you personally if it's wrong. But if you want to go all out, you can post it in chat. Whoever is correct wins a prize, a celebration, and something on top. That's okay. Like I said, I don't think this will be solved today. I am very certain. And I don't want to put any pressure on you, Beans, but I've now had this up for 3 minutes, and it took Kit 11 minutes to solve it. It's a bad sign because he knows me too well, that's why he's excluded. That's why I'm just using him as a test. But it literally took him 11 minutes to solve this. And
I'm Cute Crash, by the way.
I don't know how. It's like he clearly knows how I think and just probably spies in my folders or something. He saw the text file where I wrote it down, I'm sure. But yeah, that shall be all for the riddle. I will also not answer any questions today. Well, you know, maybe... there is probably a reason they are in a group. I can say that much. That things that are in a group are connected. So this here is clearly standalone, this here is clearly standalone, and this here is clearly connected. So that much I can say. If you see something that is connected, it's connected for a reason. I don't judge you if you don't recognize these two. You don't have to recognize them. I might judge you lightly if you don't recognize these. But there's nothing that can't be solved with a little bit of 90s pop culture. Or Netflix rehashes. Yes, and that means you were actually tortured by the twins through your whole teens. You were tortured by these kids. Everyone knows Ashley and... what was her other name? Ashley and... Kate Olsen? Was that their names? There is no harm in talking about... what was her name? Mary Kate Olsen, yes. Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. They were child actors? I mean... let me show you a picture, because there is no way in hell that you will not have seen these two before. Here, I'll even take a picture from the mirror. Yeah, exactly. They were never off TV. These two. They were in so many things. They usually either acted as a single child, and Hollywood just made sure that, you know, they could switch them back and forth, because that way they both have their individual downtime, but you can act as if they are one person. Yes, twins are awesome when it comes to acting. And then later on they did shows and movies, and dear gods, and like if you wanted any movie involving a twin, guaranteed the Olsen twins were in there. Yeah, oh god, yes. The first thing when I searched for Olsen twins was net worth. And they currently have a combined net worth of $500 million. $500 million. Though, yeah, it looks like they are actually pretty offset. Because Ashley, one of the two, you guess who, built a fashion empire, and the other one didn't. So one is now twice as rich as the other, but combined they have 500 million. So I let you do the math. Kinda has to suck if you're like the significantly poorer twin. Rip. Yeah, hold on. I wasn't aware that they are related. Yeah, Elizabeth Olsen. Oh, I suppose, yeah. I was not aware of that. Elizabeth Olsen started at acting age 4? So hold on, she is 34. Yeah. She is... wait, she is her little... she is... what? Okay, so the Scarlet Witch is Olsen's little sister girl? She was 4 years old when she had her first role in the movie The Adventures of Mary Kate and Ashley, which aired in 1994. At which point, how old were they? So they are born in 87, so in 94 they would have been 7 years old. So yeah, the Scarlet Witch is 3 years younger than these twins that shaped our childhood. Yeah, I had no idea either, Karth. That is, today I learned. Today I learned the Olsen twins could have probably acted as triplets. And would have been interesting. But yeah, since no one has solved the riddle yet. Shame. I would say, let's hop on over and do some gaming. Catchy music, but I suppose it has to come to an end. Otherwise we don't hear the moaning and groaning. There. And immediately replaced by violence. And yes, just as a reminder, even though I have shit tons of codeine in my inventory, it's not a suggestion for how medicine should be treated. You know, I accidentally erased the save game and restart again. Wait, hold on. Did I just see this right? Oh, there was the last save. Right. Yeah, because we haven't done this since last Monday. And yeah, that is totally fine, Ketna. If you still plan to play this game, please don't watch it. I am in the last area. I mean the last real area. I don't know if there's more after that, but yeah, don't spoil it. It's a really fun game. Yeah, my mind is still blown that kid just dropped this out of nowhere in chat. And I'm like, how did I not know this? I was a huge fan of WandaVision too. If you haven't seen WandaVision and Loki, I gotta make sure I don't get my dog's attention, that's his name. But yeah, if you haven't seen those two shows, in my opinion, some of the best stuff that Disney Plus has produced. I have not even watched the recent MCU movies, because I can't get myself to watch Thor, Love and Thunder, and since I haven't watched that, I feel like I can't move on after that. And let's just ignore the fact that She-Hulk exists. A lot of people weren't really happy about that, and the CG was really weird.
Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
But yeah, WandaVision and Loki bring me more. And I know I haven't seen the 3rd season of The Mandalorian yet. I hope Avantlaws doesn't hear that, because he's gonna disown me right away. But I heard that is really good too. And yeah, I'm happy with the shows we currently get from them. Well, I mean, not just from them. Even if I'm only like, I feel guilty saying that, but even if I'm only like 3 episodes into Picard's 3rd season, it's amazing so far, and I heard good things, and we should probably binge it this week and get it done. And I suppose, since we're already talking about shows that everyone has to watch, Centaur World. Centaur World is a Netflix show. I don't even know who made it. Hold on. I gotta check that. Like, what else did they make? But it's a Netflix show that has 2 seasons that is just some of the weirdest and most entertaining I've seen in... Oh, that makes a lot of sense. So, the person who created Central World also created Captain Underpants, the first epic movie, The Adventures of Puss in Boots, and How to Train Your Dragon 2. So, yeah, I can see where she just went off rails. But Center World is just a really weird, really quirky show. It's amazing. It's a musical show. So if you watched stuff like Habbo Hotel? No, Habbo Hotel was it that? I'm not thinking of Club Penguin, am I? Has Been Hotel. Was Habbo Hotel the there was there was a Club Penguin kinda. Oh my god, it's Monday. It's Monday, dear gods. But yeah, if you liked Has Been Hotel, if you liked Hell of a Boss, if you liked weird musicals, if you have, just because I bring it up, the bunny song from wow, writer's block, huh? What was the musical episode with a bunny song? Oh my god, it's Monday. Let's just move on. Ah, Jesus. But yeah, if you like dumb musicals, if you miss your 90s sci-fi and fantasy shows with a musical episode, watch Centaur World. As in, you know, centers. As in... I swear, one day I'll be able to pronounce things so people actually understand what I'm talking about. But this is how it's spelled. If you haven't watched it, it's on Netflix. Please watch it. There will be a test later. And if you have watched it, please let me know what you think of it.
Good evening, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
Oh, look at that. He has a migraine. We can take care of that right
Do you
away.
need medical assistance, Clarence?
It's a little late for visiting hours, don't you think?
The crumble pooter? If you put out crumbles, I'm pretty sure you're in the restroom. I mean, I suppose you mean computer, but crumble pooter to me sounds like you're pooping. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Melina. Feel free to bonk me. I do have a bonk reading. Feel free.
What can I say? I haven't lost my old habits.
I hope we're talking about the same habits, old friend.
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
I think if there's one thing that has the most names, it's shitting, pissing, and fucking. I mean, you can write novels out of those 3 words and all the alternatives we have. It's like, I always have memories of my dad who had like the most... He was like a really old school racist, like a disgusting personality, and he always had like the most disgusting terms for everything, including that. It turned out you can even make that sound dirty. Good riddance.
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. With the epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny, I didn't want to sound selfish.
What is this new battle?
I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere. Vampires.
Oh, so he actually knows. And good morning, Werebarista. Or good afternoon, I suppose, is more appropriate. How are you today? Such a good bean. I'll be honest with you, Melina. I had this thought in my life before that if I could just undo everything he had done, I think the world would be a much better place, even if I wouldn't be here. So, I suppose there's that trail of thought. Oh, classwork? Do tell more. What class?
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other. And so many things have happened.
Construction management. Oh. That sounds like an interesting subject.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
That sounds like a very lovely wife.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Can you help me?
Infection is everywhere these days. But if you ever go to the park near that swanky house belonging to the Mulaney's...
Yes? What about the Mulaney's? What about their house?
Not enough noise for a big family with children. Not enough movement. Closed doors. What is going on in there? I wonder.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Yeah, family reputation. That is always a thing. But yeah, that sounds really interesting. I mean, now I have to ask, are we talking like in the architectural direction? Like actually, like designing and modeling, or like executing plans? I mean, I suppose this or that way, if you do construction management, you do have to have a really good basic understanding this or that way about everything involved with, you know, building stability and I mean, I suppose pretty much everything from plumbing to ventilation, from elevator size. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a really interesting subject.
Support the equality between men and women.
So, big question
Right
is...
to vote is only the first step.
I mean, I suppose if you're doing that for class, then you probably have a project you're working on too, don't you?
Women die too.
Like, I suppose like a test or exam or a degree or something, and you probably need to build something or work out the theory behind it. So, I don't know if you can tell us more. I'd be really curious what you're building. Because yeah, architecture... I grew up in Germany. I grew up surrounded by beautiful and distinct architecture, and then moved into the American suburban area where literally everything just looked so boring and straightforward, and most houses were so generic. It's a bit nicer now in Denver. Denver has some really interesting buildings, like the cash register. If you don't know Denver's cash register, you can literally just Google that. I love it. Now designs water treatment plants. Yeah, I always hate a bit that I didn't go through with what I wanted to do. Because I was halfway through a veterinary psychologist education. I was on the way to, at some point, becoming a veterinary psychologist. And I still have a fair bit of knowledge when I was following that path. I decided that I can't deal with the underlying issues of going into the veterinary fields. But that was just... I early on decided that I cannot do that because I can't put an animal down. I can't... I wouldn't. I would do whatever I can to keep an animal alive, and I don't know how I would finance that when the owner can't. So I just more or less had to accept that this is not gonna be my future. And I do kind of regret it because I think it would have been a really interesting subject. Yeah, we've seen all these posters. Yeah, we should probably continue the story instead of just spending all day chatting. We're never gonna finish this game at this pace. Oh yeah, I suppose it really helped me find my place in the furry fandom, if anything. Knowing animals. It was a big and interesting part of it. And yeah, that's kinda it. I was like 13 or 14 when I really considered that, and I spent a day at the vet. And, you know, I really experienced it. And that day, a woman came in who had a raven as pet. I think I told that story before. This is now like 30 years ago. I feel really old. But this woman had a raven as a pet. Were we in this house? Is this the leader's house? Yes, it is. She had a raven as a pet, and she wanted to know the raven's gender. And corvids aren't gendered easily. Like, you need to tranquilize them, you need to put them under, and you need to probe their sex. It's not easy, it's not fun, and the bird died in that procedure.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
And
a great night, what?
The idea that you were willing to risk your pet's death because you wanted to know if it's male or female. It's just at that point, I decided I can't do this. It's like the worst I have ever done in my life to an animal was I run over a cat. While at work, while delivering newspapers, that cat came out of nowhere while I was driving down a street at like 60 miles an hour, and I just hear dun-dun. That still haunts me. And that happened like easily 20 years ago. And it still haunts me. I still hear that sound, and I can't do that shit. I'll be honest with you, if one of my boys dies, if one of my dogs goes, I'll probably be gone for a month. I'll give you that fair warning. I'll probably be gone from work so long that they will fire me, because I don't see myself recovering from that within under a month. So yeah, that's my issue.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Not really. Wait, now that you mention it, I don't see the McPhersons in my favorite restaurants. They love delicate meals too, you understand?
Thank you. It may be nothing, but I'll investigate anyway. Where do they live?
They have a house in the southern part of the district, somewhere north of the railway bridge. There is a courtyard, if I remember rightly.
But yeah, I got completely sidetracked. I still wanted to talk about those buildings. Yeah, a nuclear lab? Oh, that sounds amazing. It's just because let's face it, you probably don't know much about nuclear labs. I mean, who does? If you're a professional in nuclear labs, then I apologize. But being able to design something like that has to be amazing. Yeah, that sounds really
Goodbye,
amazing.
Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
I mean, a nursing home, no discussion. Anything that, you know, supports communities like this being built, always a blessing.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Okay, so we're getting more and more hints that the Mullaneys are possible at fault. So let's see. We turn around. Go this way. And then right. Okay, let's see what's there. Yeah, it's being able to do something generally good.
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
It's definitely a nice feeling. And you know, it doesn't have to be something big. You don't have to build a homeless shelter to feel accomplished. I've been walking around a really beautiful creek close to us. And over the last few weeks, we had several strong winds going on. And because we live in America, it ended up being full of trash. So, you know, even small things, like we started just having a trash bag with us. We're having a trash bag with us and a trash picker. And, you know, just collect some trash. And even these basic things. What the heck was that? Yeah, when that thing exploded, it nearly killed me. So I gotta be... Let's heal first. Ow. Wait, what? He resisted? I was not aware you can resist my ultimate. Yeah, that was a toughie. I did not like that. Yeah, hold on. Let me check my PMs. Let's see what you sent me. And see if I'm gonna recrit it. Okay, hold on. I have to open this. Because if you weren't here earlier, every Monday we have a very complicated riddle. Let me actually show you today's. So this is our riddle today. I will not give any hints. But it's always a sentence. It always means something, and it probably refers to something or comes from somewhere. You know, I don't pull these out of nowhere. But Eternal is on a really good track because he figured out what one of them is. Unfortunately, it turns out that it was also a a very good representation of how he probably feels right now. Spoiler, in the American Sign Language, that's not what it means. But like I said, I can't give any hints. Hints are for Wednesdays. That most valuable bean name down there, that name needs to be earned. Did you manage to do it last week? So maybe last week was just a bit too easy. But I will be adding hints on Wednesday and Friday. So if you don't know what it is by Friday, then you probably will never know. Though I have faith that we will have an answer by Friday. Here. But you might have to take a screenshot since you definitely won't be able to solve it while it's up. But yeah, it's a sentence, it means something, but unfortunately I cannot give any hints on Mondays. Because last week I gave a bit too many hints on Monday. And, spoiler, it is not holding hands up, it's the way the hands are moved in the American Sign Language that counts. I do look forward to it. I'm really curious to see the first guesses. Oh, I wanted to talk to you. I thought you're friendly. I should have recognized you as not a friendly. Let's heal first. Yeah, this is definitely a tough area. We should probably consider resting soon. Because everything here is significantly higher than I like. So... Oh yeah, it's a known sentence. Like, unless you know what it relates to, the sentence might not make a whole lot of sense. But it is a sentence. $29? Okay, how about we don't do that, huh? No, how about we don't? I'm not attacking someone that's 11 levels above me. I just wanted to get to that hideout there. But I can't get to a hideout as long as there are people there. So... I suppose we're leaving. Because I don't think it's worth dying over that. But then that's the only area without going back further. Yeah, we gotta go back further. I don't think it's worth bashing our head into that wall if we have 6,000 XP that we can spend. Even if it means we have to jog a little. Up straight through. Ah, we missed some loot anyway. Let's heal a little.
I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable.
And now we're back in full health. I missed a lot of loot here. Okay, straight through. see. Yep, still straight through. At least it's a nice and quiet street for an evening stroll. Okay, now left. Yeah, we must not have come through here yet. I'm surprised I still find places in here that have so much loot left. Okay, now let's first of all clean up. Well, you don't need to know every single word. That's the benefit of sentences. Let me see if it is worth... Oh, we can finally upgrade it. Oh, look at that. That is a lot more damage. And we can now 3 stun points or absorb blood points. So absorb 2.5 blood or add more stun. I think let's add more stun. There. And for the last step we need 6 good handle parts. That's a lot of handle parts. Let's see if we can upgrade the shotgun too. Yes, we can. Nice. And increase damage by 10. Switch to fire damage. Or switch to chemical damage. Interesting. No, I think I'll go with the generic increase. But yeah, that's a nice set of upgrades. Now let's make sure we have our medication set up. No, this one. We want this one. But we don't have enough ingredients. That's fine, we can leave it as is. And you can still know it, because I'll be honest with you. Wait, why did I leave? I wanted to sleep, not leave. It's okay, now we gotta kill him first. There. Yeah, the nice thing about... Thank you for the headphones. But yeah, the nice thing about whole sentences is that if you already have like 2/3 of the word, 2/3 of the words, it should be easy. Now let's see, what shall we do? First things first, I feel like my self-heal is extremely weak right now. But you... Oh yeah, so those just give an extra 100 healing. But that's so many. $2,700. Do I want to do this for an extra 100 heal? Let's see where that gets me. We can always undo. Let's see where this gets me. Blood barrier. The duration 5 seconds. Absorbing 3 hits. Or 150 damage. Wait, what? Oh, right, that was the explosion part. Yeah, no, I think explosion. Let's go with that. Yeah, now we're 21. Oh, Melina. You are. See, what else do we want to do? What would the bite do? Oh yeah, that is dirt cheap. Let's do that. And we can do another 600. I think that's the best we can do. Let's go with that. Let's see all the things that happened. So let's start here. Everyone is healthy and the district is healthy. We have a few missing hints, but none we can currently address. So we're good here. No one is sick, everyone is healthy, and we have none we can address. Yep, everyone is healthy. We have none we can address. And those two people are sick, but we have not met either. And even this is healthy. Yeah, the prices may have changed. That looks good. So now... That's a bit better in damage. Now let's see, what is the best way back? Yeah, I suppose we can go through here. I don't think I ever went through here. Let's see if we can sneak up on him. No, we can't.
Not a safe place right now, sir. I'd head back and...
Let us... that's where I wanted to go. Let us switch the pistol out for the shotgun. Wait, where did the... Oh yeah, right, because it's two-handed. I can't do that. Wrong order. This needs to be the... What else did I want in the main hand? Nothing, really. Yeah, that works. Let's see, in the top one, let's put a blood serum, and in the bottom one, I don't have a regeneration, but let's put a stamina serum, just in case I need it. There. I like that shotgun. That was a good shot. Flum. It doesn't as much against him. That's okay. Him we can just chop. I like how slow they die. Oh no! I fell over. This way. And then along this road, yes. I suppose we can clean up.
He's done for! Reach!
No. I'm not quite sure why I'm killing the vampires, but I mean, he attacked me. And I got a good trigger part out of that. So, murder was definitely worthwhile. You learned it here first. Okay, now let's see, who do we have here? So let's follow the right side and let's go to that first marker. They're still a bit higher than I like.
Women of all countries unite!
But
Women die too in this war!
But I am not killing people I don't want to kill. And that won't change. So I will always stay a little bit behind the power curve in this game, is my understanding. Why does it not hurt him as much as it hurts me? Ah, there. Locked in the corner, tied to the tree. Now let's see. In here? Maybe up here? Yep. Let's see what we have in here. Oh, and here's a question for anyone watching right now. I've now considered several times adding subtitles. Because I know some people watch streams without, you know, turning sound on. My issue with subtitles is always that they don't understand me perfectly, so there might be some weirdness involved. And I've been trying to figure out if like anyone would actually prefer that, if it would be helpful to have subtitles. So I suppose my question is for, you know, anyone that's currently watching. Do you watch streams that have subtitles with subtitles on? Like, do you actually prefer it? Come on. Yeah, that's the main issue I have. It's like I've seen bilinguals have streams with subtitles that were completely worthless. Oh, this is an uncomfortable group. Yeah, these vomiters are... I don't know how they vomit. Like, garlic? Well, yeah, all I know is this is tough. Yeah, I'm not gonna get any blood out of him. I just gotta kill him. Well, yeah, especially if you use a bilingual subtitle. Like, say I wanted to have it also translated to German at the same time. I've seen some nightmarish results. And if I suddenly sit here and my subtitles sling gamer words because I was saying a word that was relatively close to it, but definitely not it, then, you know, that can definitely result in some uncomfortableness. Oh, do we have people down here somewhere? Yep. You infected the whole fam- What? Leave me alone with them while you go back to your whore? Fucking convenient. She tricked me. I love you. Fucking pathetic pig. Okay, I wonder if they are probably upstairs. Nothing else to loot. Who decorates their table like this? Like, who puts 2 candlesticks of that size on the table so you can't even do anything else? Ugh, rich people. I mean, in all fairness, I do love garlic, so...
Still your tongue, wife.
Liar, coward, you brought this on us.
You infected the whole family. I said I wanted to leave the house.
What? Leave me alone with it.
Oh. Oh god, more garlic vomiters. Yeah, this is not gonna go well, is it? Yeah, this is not gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna first of all switch my weapon out. Because I think they need to be shot. So, since I used all my bullets here, let's... 74 was that? Yeah, that was my revolver. I also only have 1 light blood serum. That's... No, I can't do that. I need to at least have full blood. I'm not sure I'm gonna get full blood from these here. Yeah, look at that. I weren't even touched. I don't like this. I don't like rich people. Oh, I suppose then let's try it anyway. Since it's not gonna get better.
Liar, coward, you brought this on us.
You infected the whole family. I said I wanted to leave the house.
Oh, oh.
Let's see if we can get one down. Nope, nope, not like that. And then I'm stuck. Come on, are you serious? Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, this is not a fight I'm gonna win. Come on. Okay, maybe I'll win this. Maybe I'll win this. Come on. Come on. Come on, I can do this. And I will check as soon as this fight is over. Come on, pounce, pounce. There we go. Let's heal. Blood. Yeah, I didn't think we would win this. At least she is down. She was the toughie in this group very clearly.
I've never seen such a radical mutation. Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution?
Oh, look at that. Good handle parts. Okay, let me make sure. We've got the loot. Good trigger parts. Nice. Okay, now let me see what you sent me. You're close. You're close, but unfortunately that's all I can say. Unfortunately, the sentence does need to be correct. Darling, thank you for the precious perfume and the fur coat. I can't wait to feel your hands on my shivering skin. For only you, my hero, can make me feel that desired. Please come back to me soon, for I'm dying to press my timid bosom to your chest again. Yes, my beloved, my precious. Come back to me, and I promise you a night of eternal and unbridled passion. Right now, I'm wearing nothing but your last gifts. Oh yes, I'm burning for you, and I can't wait for you to share my untamable lust. Your devoted Doris Fletcher.
So the husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher.
It's like as close as it gets to porn. I love it. It's like... I just... It's like, how far can you go in a game? What can you write? Hot and... sexy. Oh my god, how are you back here? These are my least favorite enemies. Like, by far. Yeah, I don't like these. I don't like these at all. There will be a few more deaths today. And no, I can't. I can't Eternal. But you pretty much know what you got wrong because you have stuff in brackets. Spoiler? That means you're not certain yet. I mean... How can you stun what I do, but I can't stun what you do? No, if it would have been correct enough, I would count it, but I do want something else out of it that's part of the riddle. And you're gonna bite yourself once you know what I'm looking for. But that's the fun part of riddles. I can't make it too easy. I can only make it too difficult and then give hints later on. Wait, what? What? But didn't I just kill them? You're not telling me it reset the fight because I died outside, are you? Oh my god, are you serious? They respawned. They weren't even in here when I entered earlier. I mean, the fact that everything is looted. This is not okay. This seriously is not okay. You can't take my resources away that I used to fight this fight and then make me fight the fight again. Like, that seriously just makes me angry. Well, one is down again. Let's heal, let's drink. No, it's not turquoise. Hi, how are you today? Hold on, I can show you the riddle after this fight. I mean, that is a good answer. It's just not an answer for the riddle I have. There, I didn't even get the quest completion for this. So I don't think I actually had to kill them again. I think they just respawned because that's how the game handles mobs. Which makes me wonder if... Okay, they are dead. Good. So I don't have to do it a third time. But yeah, let me show you the riddle. So if you are not aware...
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Every Monday we have a riddle. And if you solve it, you become the most valuable being. That right now is Eternal. Down there, you see his name. Because he solved last Monday's riddle. If you have a screenshot utility, you definitely want to take a brief screenshot because you're not going to solve it while it's on screen. But it's difficult. It's not going to be easy. And yeah, Eternal is close. You're uncomfortably close. That is all I will give you. But no, because the answer needs to be very specific. Can't cheat. And there are still a few minor things not correct. Sorry. I don't know why. See, and that is how I know that you got it. That is how I know for certain that you got it. Because unless you got it, you wouldn't say fuck you. Well, I hate to tell you all folks, but I suppose that means Eternal's name stays down there. Because he found the answer. You know what that means, Eternal? Do you know what that means? Congrats. You are this week's most valuable being, Eternal, for solving the riddle. And I will approve that request. I'm not going to tell anyone until, I would say Wednesday. I feel like we don't have to wait until Friday since, I'm not going to let everyone guess throughout Wednesday. Or you know what? Let's do it at the end of the stream. How about that? Huh? I think that's fair. If anyone else gets it before the end of the stream, be my guest. But yes, Eternal solved it. Congrats. Now let's have a few snacks.
This is despicable.
And yes, I am not sorry.
I can't believe
I'm not
doing
sorry,
this.
Eternal.
This thirst for blood.
You see, many years ago in EverQuest 2, when I ran a guild, I ran regular guild events. And one of the rounds we always had in these events was, I can't believe you made me Google shit. Where I tried to get you to Google really weird things that people usually don't Google. And the original of that was literally shit. Now my mouse is stuck in the screen again. Because I was trying to get people to figure out that there is a Bristol poop scale. Or in short, I wanted to know the classification of diarrhea on the Bristol poop scale. And if you don't know what the Bristol poop scale is, yes, it's literally what it sounds like. The Bristol poop scale is essentially the scientific classification of your feces. How soft, how, solid, are they pebbles, are they liquid? And yes, that is where I can't believe you made me Google shit originally came from. And I feel like this just... What the heck is with my mouse? Do I have to... And I feel like that just pushed through my urge to make riddles that make people search for weird things. and I'm curious, Turquoise, what do you write? I started writing. I actually got halfway through what would have been a really good short story at some point, and in short, I hate being in any way inaccurate. So I ended up doing so much research on dumb little subjects that I spent like half a year researching the Civil War, the US Civil War. That's the word I was looking for. Because I had a character that was alive since the Civil War. And I tried to get the character right. And every now and then I would dig through another book about Civil War and I failed. In the end, I gave up. I'm too much of a perfectionist that I can write without getting it perfect, and I hate it. A novel manuscript that took you 6 years. Okay, yeah, now I'm really curious. I'm not sure if you can share anything, but like the theme or the setting? I'd be really curious. And you shall get that in a moment. You've earned it. Here it is. Yes, look at the tail. Look at the tail. Oh, fantasy and sci-fi is always amazing. Yes. Awesome. Hi. Oh wait, wrong hand. I have to wait here. I can't wave because I can't get my hand as far down there as it would have to be. Yes, it's a good can, isn't it? The only issue is I have to move my whole body left and right if I want the avatar to move so the tail swings. I might have stolen that swing from Sada's Noodle Dragon, but he has a much easier time getting it to swing. Ooh, the myth of the horned vampire. Horned vampire. It's not a hornet. Oh my god, can you imagine hornet vampires? Just like a whole swarm of vampiric hornets? Jesus, that is a nightmare. What is a tale but forgotten or mythicized history? By essence, vampires are related to the concept of immortality, and they can be perceived as entities that live through centuries, thus becoming mythical figures themselves. But what about the concept of a tale so old it could become a myth among the vampires? I know it may sound vertiginous, but we know as scholars that the impossible is just an unexplained or undocumented event. For a few years now, I've tried to find traces of a figure rarely seen among the English immortals, the horned vampire. Through centuries, less than 10 occurrences of this figure can be found in the various documents gathered by our order. The figure of a man-shaped silhouette, sometimes made of blood, sometimes made of mist or rain, that appears from Wales to Scotland only to immortals who have no idea what this thing could be. What is this creature with large deer antlers? Is it related in any way to the figure of s02e22, the ancestral horned god of the Celts? Celts, not Celts. We don't know at all, but now think about this. Vampires themselves have no idea of what this creature could be. Now that's a frightening idea. We may be in presence of something so old that only small hints of its existence can be found throughout eons. If this is true, we, as Brothers of St. Paul, need to investigate this entity, for it could help us understand the forgotten origin of vampires. As a reminder, I add to this letter a transcription of the only written evidence we possess concerning the horned vampire, the odd poem entitled The Dreams of the Red Queen, supposedly composed by this entity. According to some vampire testimonies, this creature has sometimes been heard singing in it while briefly appearing somewhere in Great Britain. I invite all of our brothers to study this text and consider it a testament of forgotten history. 12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone, that she may linger longer with eyes kept close. 11 thorns blooming from her troubled brow, awaiting the next harvest to be cleaned at brisk springs. 10 copper veins ripped from the belly of the earth, melted into tears flowing towards banished brothers. 9 glorious pyres on the scorched pane, to punish those whose hands were slow to obey. Oh, this is a long one. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights, their backs hardened by the race with the sun. 7 notes of warning in the summer sky, compelling child to shielded sheets of sleep. 6 watchers bent on the hunting trails, shadows of their spears trace the tired furrows. 5 houses to fall before song's end, then 5 more reborn from their blackened ashes. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner, restlessly hung to the dark wood of his crimes. 3 books scribbled by pen of the dancer, who refuses to answer the call of the abyss. 2 giant rival snakes slither in ageless forest, coiled to the bones of mortals destined for the grave. 1 prayer for the summoned called by this song, child born from darkness whose path he must find. I want to hear the song of that. That would be interesting. But yeah, horned vampires? No. Just imagine you have mosquitoes, but they're actually the size of hornets, and you have whole swarms. And you get sucked dry. But yeah, Where Barista, do you wanna put it in chat? Since Eternal didn't want to share it, you're more than welcome. I'm definitely curious to see who else gets it. And yes, I will explain my weird train of thought. Either way, I'm fine if you want to put it in chat too, but you can also DM me, either on, Discord or here, on Twitter. It's Twitter. Please don't Discord me on Twitter. Please, oh my god, please don't PM me on Twitter. English is a difficult language, isn't it? There are so many words in this language. And they are not all interchangeable. Okay. Hold on, let me see. Let me see what you... Wait, why is my mouse now stuck? There we go. Yes. You are 100% correct. Well, I think since we had 2 solutions now, I think it's only fair if we actually reveal it, shall we? Well, wouldn't it be Ingman? Like, I don't know. What's Maybe Churnklish? Does that work? Churnklish? But yeah. Now, what are we looking at here? I'll tell you. The first one is very easy. A. Then this is the part where anyone that's slightly older will immediately know what I'm looking for. At least more or less. Because that's the crew of Full House. And I only want the first half of that. Because I don't need the second half. I only need A, full. Then we have Communism, Stephen King's It, and Mint. I think that was still relatively easy if you get the 1, 2, 3, 4. Because all I wanted is the first 4 letters of communism. Plus it. Plus mint. But instead of the I wanted an E. So now, we're at a full commitments. This is American Sign Language for what? This fella here is Will I Am from the Black Eyed Peas, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. That's all I know. But it is Will I Am without the testament. And what is a testament also called? So at this point, we're now a full commitments what I am. Yeah. And then we just have 2 words left. And I think this one might have been breaking some people, but it means thinking. So yes, the full sentence I was looking for is a full commitment's what I'm thinking of. And the fun part is, if you would have at any point started Googling like the first 2 or 3 words, you would immediately know what I'm actually looking for. That was the teasing part. And I will show you the solution that Eternal sent me. Because he just sent me this. And I will totally take that as a solution. Yes, because if you Google a full commitments, what I'm thinking of, you're gonna get to Never Gonna Give You Up. Hold on, here. Just no one ever listens to that part of the song. That's why I took it. There is no way that I could have used any part of the chorus and people wouldn't have recognized that. But yes, a full commitment's what I'm thinking of. Oh wow, you see, wait, you were listening to Rick Astley while doing your essay. I'm not sure what that says about you. I will simply hope that it was just an internet meme playlist or something. I will be dead honest with you. I don't like pop music overly. So I'll be honest, I don't actually know any of his songs. I literally don't actually know his songs. No, this way is where we meant to go. Like, I know this one song, and I'll be honest, I wouldn't even have recognized that as part of the lyrics. Oh, that's where we came from. That's where we have to go. These places look so identical once you're turned around. Nope, not at Shopee. Wait, am I going in the right direction? Yes, I am. Conway Twitty. Okay, now you made me actually look into Rick Astley songs. See what you did to me. I hope you feel sorry. But yeah, now I have to look into other songs. Hey, I'm impressed it was solved today, and by 2 people individually is... Oh, there will be another riddle next week. And since we now had 2 word plays or word riddles, it will be a little bit different next time. But, well, stay tuned. That's a story for next Monday. There's so many doors. Yeah, I think you would have loved the events I had in my EverQuest 2 guild. We always had these weird little word events and races and just, you know, I do kind of... Oh, thank you, thank you. Let me see what I got. Oh, a cookie. Look at this cookie. Oh my god, I want a chocolate chip cookie. Like, I want a real chocolate chip cookie right now. This is... Yes, I have cookies. And you can bonk me, and I have a tail cam now, in case you ever need more tail in your life. Where are we going? I'm completely lost. Another cookie? No. Oh, wow, look at this. There. Aren't you jealous now? Isn't this one you want right now? Because I do. Oh my god, do I want a hot dog right now? I'm kind of sad. I want a hot dog. Wait, we were... Isn't this where we're coming from? I think we still have some sausages in the freezer. The problem is, if I want a hot dog, I have to make bread, because we have no bread at home. Okay, so let me follow this left side. I want to see where this goes first. I feel like that's where we're coming from. Yeah, I mean, Germany is a favorite place for anyone who likes cheese and sausages. Where does this lead? Are we just going in a circle? Okay, so yeah, this is where we came up from. So I suppose we are going in a circle and we have to go over here to continue. Necklace and bullets. I didn't kill him. Oh, but that's just a loot room. Nothing really useful either, other than the necklace. And I wonder if that necklace is for a quest later. But are you really telling me that the only thing here is a loot room? Oh no, right. We didn't go down here. That looks like a boss fight if I've ever seen one. It's like this is clearly a boss fight room. There is no way to teleport up. Yeah, because that's just where we were. thought there were like a whole bunch of snakes there for a moment. Okay, this is definitely a new area. We haven't been here before. We first look over here. It looks like illegal smuggling routes under London. I mean, we're getting closer to the quest marker. So, at the very least, we are working on that. But... okay, so yeah, this is just a roundabout. That's where we came from. So there's nothing down here. There are so many dead ends in this game. Okay, nope, it wasn't a dead end then. At some point we went to a new area. So let me go back real quick. Because I still wanted to check what's up there. So we gotta... oh, I see. I see, so it was a roundabout. We just had two different ways of getting here. No loot, nothing. Then it does look like this is the only way out, if I'm not mistaken. Now let's see if you're friendly. Oh wait. Oh, I'm back at the sewer skulls.
Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master.
Okay, I don't think this helps me much. So let's see, where was the exit? If I remember right, it was up these stairs. Oh, yeah, that was the old Harriet.
No more questions, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, she has nothing to say. We could check if the good Samaritan had anything for us. I think she was somewhere around here. No? I mean, if I'm not mistaken, the easiest way to get back up would have been through the stairs, but then we're at the Western Docks. And that's definitely not where I had to go. So... oh, there she is. Let's just see if she has anything to say.
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us. Spend time with us. And I may be willing to answer more questions.
Nope, she had
Thank you, old Bridget.
nothing else to say.
I hope we'll meet again.
Well, then I suppose we gotta backtrack back to West End. Which would be a lot faster than getting out at the Western Docks and then traveling overland. Especially since we have enemies there and we don't have any here. Hold on. I've gotta... down here. And then back out here and up here. Then we gotta walk through the boss fight arena. I want to live down there. As long as it doesn't smell. Like, I would love to have a little hide out in the sewers and have access to different areas of the city. I mean, come on, wouldn't that be amazing? Just have a secured...
It's locked, all right.
Huh. Oh. Oh, what is that? Look at that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why we have to come back here. Looks like there's a whole church over there or something. But yeah, I like the idea of having a cozy, hidden home. I mean, don't you just imagine you had like a secret entrance in the middle of the city. A really good example is that art commune that lived in a shopping mall for like 3 years. Kind of like that, you know, just have a back entrance in shopping malls and you essentially live in there. If you've never seen that, hold on, let me actually find it real quick because I thought it was a really good video. Okay, hold on, now I gotta find that. Because I can't talk about something and then not share it if I really enjoyed it. There, how a man built a secret home inside a mall. That's what it was called. And it was about the... No, don't look up Fat Burks. What? Oh yeah, great video. Essentially it was a small art community, a small group of artists that essentially just moved into an unused area inside a shopping mall. Because when they built the shopping mall, they didn't use all of the space and there was a little bit of unused space and they started to build a home in there and, you know, bring stuff in, bring friends in. And it's a really interesting video. And I think if I could pick where I would live.
Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
Then yeah, that would definitely be a very enjoyable time.
Fear no evil. We do the Lord's work here. Stay back, beast.
Oh, come on. Stop hitting me. I'm trying to hit your boss.
It's mine. We'll crush this beast.
There are a lot of people here. Let's fire some bullets. Oh, this is not fun. This is not fun.
Remember your vows, friend.
Let's see if I can get him down.
It's done. God.
There, one less. Come on. Okay, that should kill him. And then him I need for blood. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Why can't I... Oh, because I'm fully healed. I'm trying to heal myself. But see, now I'm curious why I shouldn't look up Fat Burgers. Because I'm pretty sure we have a restaurant in Denver called Fat Burgers.
Over there!
Fat Burgers? Okay, that is definitely something I have to look up, and I'll probably have to look it up after the stream, because now I'm curious. Okay, now this is probably gonna be a tough fight again, but we are fully healed, and even if we have no potions with us, I think we're fine. It's an interesting door. I like the pattern. Let's see what we have here. I'm still trying to visualize that, but that sounds like one of the most American dishes possible. It's like, I live in a country where people consider deep frying chocolate bars because they aren't calorically dense enough yet. And I can't get over these things. Oh, okay. No, I got slightly worried there that you are literally talking about a dish. You have just a fat burger, just like a collection of... Ugh. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you have liquid fat, especially if it goes through cold sewage, that goes downhill fast. Ugh, that already sounds disgusting. It's like when you go into a restaurant that prides itself on having a cholesterol burger or some shit. Like, yes, I get that the stuff you sell makes people fat, but you don't have to put it in the name.
He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture.
Blood. 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 Blood.
This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
Yep, something is telling me there's gonna be a fight on the other side of that door. Oh, who do we have here? At the very least, it's only gonna be one enemy this time. No other loot. Nope, then let's see what this is. He's definitely still alive. Or she.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent.
Yeah, of course, it's gonna be a vomiter. Come on. Nope, can't heal, can't heal. Oh, you go vomit over there, that's fine. Come on. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Well, let's just wait until the stink is gone. Dear Elsa, it's with the greatest joy that I confirm with this letter your acceptance as a private student into my acting school. The little scene you had the kindness to perform for me last week convinced me that you have what it takes to be a real actress: wit, stature, and courage. As a private student, you'll receive my personal training and coaching. During these intense sessions, you'll be invited to stay at the school, since I strongly believe in total immersion to expose the full potential of my students. So please, remember to bring night attire and anything you may need to spend a week at my school.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
So are you telling me that Doris Fletcher is the evil? I don't know, she had such a good name. Unfortunately, that's all I knew of her. So let's loot a few more things.
Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
We must act fast. Oh, it actually did. I didn't even hear that. Yeah, every now and then my Google Home hears me when it shouldn't. Elizabeth Bathory? That sounds like a horrible name.
All countries unite! Women's right to vote is only the first.
Wait, did I ever even talk to you? There's still so many West Enders I haven't met. Oh no, yeah, right. That's my friend.
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
A warning leaflet. Vampires are real. Ah, and there was a hint for him, I see.
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I mean,
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
A few people tried the whole bathing in blood to stay young. Or at least, you know, bathing in milk works too.
Tell me what you have discovered about vampires, Clarence.
They've always been here. And if you search for long enough, you realize others know about these devils too. I'm not alone.
Have you shared your research with anybody else?
No. But I've published my leaflets all across the city, hoping that someday someone will realize I'm printing the truth.
What do you mean you're not alone? Who have you met?
The Guard of Priwen, the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, Ichabod Throgmorton. Those names always pop up when you dig deep enough.
Have you spoken with any of them?
No. With the quarantine, it's almost impossible to leave the West End. But as a doctor, maybe you could, Johnny.
Are you asking me to help you prove the existence of vampires, Clarence?
Yes, Johnny. Please, gather all the information you can find about vampires and bring it to me. You're the only friend I have left. I need you.
Clarence, why have you distributed leaflets about vampires all across the West End?
I have to warn everybody about them. They've killed thousands of people already, unnoticed thanks to the epidemic. We are all in danger here.
Vampires in London? Come on, Clarence. Who's going to believe that?
I'm not mad, Jonathan. You have to believe me. I know they are real. They're all around us, even as we speak.
Yeah. Oh, that's a tough answer. I feel like he's gonna be so stubborn that if I deny his knowledge, he's just gonna go like, nope. I'm tempted to say you're in pain and need help. But will he accept me as a friend enough that he accepts that he needs help? Or will he just log off? I don't want to say I believe you because it's just gonna get him killed.
Clarence, I'm your friend, so I'm not going to judge you. But think about your wife, your family. You're in pain, and you need help. I can help you.
I don't need a doctor, Jonathan. I need my best friend to trust me.
Yep, that's exactly what I thought would happen.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
It's okay, we don't need to get every hint. I'm not doing a perfect playthrough. Oh? Do tell, do tell. I am always interested. Okay. I can already tell you that I'm interested in it just based on the title. Hold on, let me look this up. Now I'm... Besides, I needed to switch over anyway because Rick Astley was still on my screen and I don't think I need him on my screen any longer. Golden Record Retriever. A rogue-like dice-building game in which a golden retriever kidnapped by aliens grows into a space hero by retrieving the golden records that have become a space headache. Okay. Okay, I will take that as a game description. I am marking it for download. I should probably not have started Steam while I'm streaming. Nope, it's fine. It didn't kill anything. Let me just make sure it's not in the foreground. That's what happens when you click a link you didn't mean to click. I just wanted to keep it open. Come on. Connect faster. Okay, there we go. Just closing Steam so we don't have Come on. Come on, please respond. There we go. Yeah, definitely have to look at that. That does sound like an interesting game. Demo is already marked for download.
Don't let any strangers come into your house.
Feels like to live an ordinary life.
We meet again, Mr. Kimura, in a more peaceful situation.
Dr. Reed, still visiting London by night?
We must both be nocturnal animals, you and I. After your captivity, I thought you'd be more cautious.
Breathing the cold night air helps calm my mind, sir. I've had the most frightening nightmares since I escaped that fucking jail.
Yeah, space doggos are the best. Speaking of, I should probably check on whether we ever got our foxes in Galactic Civilizations 4. Last time I checked was Saturday.
How is the situation in the West End?
I've heard rumors about armed men patrolling and fighting infected citizens in these very streets. I was lucky they didn't shoot me when I was abducted.
May I ask you what you do for a living, Mr. Kimura?
I was a landlord. A wealthy one. And not a very kind one, I realized recently.
Why this
Thank you
sudden
for the
epiphany?
pets.
Is it because of your near-death experience?
I was already feeling nostalgic about Weymouth, my hometown. With recent events, I'm thinking about going back there.
What can you tell me about your abduction?
If you really want to know, I was locked in that building for 3 or 4 days. My jailer was insane, mumbling about sacrifice and voices.
And why didn't he sacrifice you?
That was the weirdest part. He claimed to spill blood was not enough. It had to be done when some stars were aligned.
Which stars?
That's the whole point. He wanted me to talk to him about some Red Queen configuration or constellation. I've never heard of such an astronomical term.
What did he say about voices?
He constantly whined about the voice of his master, ordering him to do terrible things. He wanted to silence the voice by offering blood. My blood.
Interesting.
Why are you so nostalgic for your hometown, Tadao?
I was focused so much on making money, I almost forgot that my relatives and friends are threatened by this epidemic.
Have you heard anything from your family?
I was not only a bad landlord, I was also a bad husband. I've not seen my wife and son for years. Busy, busy, busy.
At least now you're ready to go back and see them. But don't be surprised if your son bears a grudge, sir.
You make it sound like you suffered from an absent father yourself, Dr. Reed. Well, I'll keep your warning in mind.
Have you no friends at all?
Over the years, I'm afraid my greed turned me into my friend's adversary, while I became friends with my professional rivals.
Those you grew up with didn't share your views on money and success.
Would you believe I was once a member of poetry circles and an astronomy club? We were young, such joyful dreamers then. But I stopped laughing long ago.
Can you change? And is it what you really want? If so, it must come from within, not without.
I've seen what an altruistic gesture can do. Nothing forced you to save me, Dr. Reed, but you did. I will follow your example in these matters from now on.
There is no need to thank me. Rescuing a London citizen should not be out of the ordinary, though I'm afraid it may appear so in these difficult times.
You did not only rescue me, you fought for me. You put your life in danger to save me. That's quite extraordinary.
How will you cope if you're attacked again?
I don't know. I've heard about these men and women who patrol the West End every night, chasing criminals like my abductor. Maybe I should join them.
Tell me, Tadao, why was your abductor so interested in your passion for astronomy?
I don't know. We met a few times at the Royal Greenwich Observatory. He seemed to share my hobby. Then he invited me to his house and locked me in.
Yes. Astronomy is a fascinating subject. When I was a child, my mother bought a small telescope for my sister and I. We spent many a pleasant evening stargazing.
Stars are not just dots in the sky, Doctor. They are the key to our understanding of the cosmos. They remind us how insignificant we are.
You're right. But children love magic and stories. I remember our mother told us constellations have the power to protect us.
Protection by the light of the stars. That's sweet. You remember the name of these constellations?
Oof. Oof, that is an interesting choice. My mother, my sister, or myself?
Cygnus. The constellation that was supposed to protect Mary.
Memory's a strange thing. I can recite without hesitation the names of the 88 constellations, yet I barely remember my own childhood.
Did he fake his interest in astronomy to get close to you?
No. In his madness, he spoke about a blood sacrifice to be made to his master when the stars align to a specific configuration.
Yeah, I do wonder what the different answers actually affect on the long run.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. Take care.
And if they affect anything. Or if it really is just bluff. Yeah, I suppose that's true. I never thought about that. Yeah, we always consider the constellations we know to just be a fact. Because, you know, they are in the sky, they are a fact. But, I mean, like so many other things, it's purely cultural. It's... a Japanese that looks up into the sky is not gonna look at the same constellations we look at. Or European or Norwegian. It's like there's so many things we often take for granted that are anything but. It is now so easy to break these. And then I have like a vomit lady and it breaks me. Yeah, let's wait a little until they are done. Come on, give me stamina. There. Okay, how do we get into the theater? And where did you come from? Were you here like 10 seconds ago? workshop. It's a very poetic way to call it the Great River. I like that. Okay, let's see, where do we have to go? Okay, no, we do have to go this way. Can't get around there. Snake. Yeah, it's in the end, it's always in the eye of the beholder. It's different people in different places of the world see things differently and hold different things important. It's really interesting to see just how many things we don't think about today that, you know, are different just around the corner. Wait, Canis Major? But if it is called Canis Major, why is it called the Great Bear? Why is it not the Great Wolf? Because in German I only know it as the Great Bear. Great Bear and Little Bear. But I've never heard of a great dog. Okay, hold on. I gotta look this up if I'm mistaken in what this is called in German. Yeah, Canis Major, or the Greater Dog. I have trouble finding it. Let me see what it's called. What Wikipedia calls it. And Wikipedia has no German version of it. I think we just call it Canis. Yeah, that is weird. We don't actually have a dedicated name for that. Huh. Oh. Wait. Yeah, so Canis Major is the like the top star of the Great Wagon, isn't it? The big wagon? That's what we call it in German. We call it the Great Wagon, the one that has the 4 wheels and then like the thingy coming out in the front. The leash? I have no idea. I know my astronomy. They are stars. There, didn't even have a chance to attack. Poor thing. But if I'm not mistaken, that is the leader star in the Great Wagon, as we call it.
There's an open window on the 2nd floor. I should be able to get in through that.
Sheffield Import. Let's just see if we have any other loot here before we leave. No, nothing? Oh, my neck is bothering me today. I didn't sleep too well, I think. Like, for weeks now am I planning to pull my bed away from the wall? Because it's right against the wall and it's way too cold, and sometimes I wake up in the morning and have neck pain. And every time I forget that I wanted to do that. So it can't be too important. I can't stand the pain anymore. It's like my entire body is breaking apart since that bitch infected me. For days now she keeps hiding in her room, giving orders through little written notes and only rehearsing at night. I witnessed one of her so-called rehearsals. She walks on stage, angry and hateful, spitting and whining about her fading beauty. The bitch is infected, rotten to the core, and she plans to infect everyone in this place, and then everyone in London. Her next play is not before December, and at this time, all the theater's employees will be her obedient minions, forced to serve her evil machinations. I'm sure she's found a way to corrupt our food or the water, since we all started to get ill and change after the meal she arranged for us last Monday. I want whoever finds this note to know that I only killed myself to escape the living hell that this place has become. May God have mercy on me and my immortal soul, since I refuse to be an accomplice to this delivery. Oh, there was the exit. Didn't mean to go there. But yeah, American houses have insulation about as good as a freezing Chihuahua pup. And my bed is right against the wall. So often I touch it with my back or my butt or, my arms while I'm asleep, and then wake up and I'm just freezing. And even just like blankets and the general mattress, it feels like the wall absorbs so much temperature of that I just... But then by the time the day comes around, I just don't want to...
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites.
Mother with that.
For in front of you stands the tall queen. You can but lower your head, fit only to smirk at her soiled feet.
I don't see her through here.
Will they adore me?
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
Hey, Avantlaws. Good morning, how are you today? Happy Monday. Hope you're having a good day at work. Nothing broke, nothing caught on fire. Yes, my favorite enemy. Well, at least she's not vomiting. Oh. Yeah, I suppose she still does that, and I was in the way. I thought it's maybe a different enemy, that's why I didn't get out of the way. Oh, one of those nights, huh? Well, I hope work isn't too stressful. Because, yeah, working on a Monday morning when you're tired is probably one of the worst things. I actually had that all night yesterday. Yesterday night was my Monday shift since I work Sunday to Thursday. And I feel like I've been dragging myself like one-armed, one-handed through the night. Just pulling myself along. Sometimes it feels like that. loot. Yeah, that's gonna be a boss fight.
Poor Doris. I knew her well. And many can testify to her kindness and beauty. For now she hides in shadow, ugly as sin. But when you burn and die, she will rise and be queen again.
Okay, I suppose let's visit her. I'm glad when you always make it obvious when there's a boss fight. The man who was dead. Let's see. I suppose let's go in and wait. What?
For in front of you stands the tall queen.
Oh,
You can but lower
I was
your
confused
head,
for a moment here because
fit only to
I dropped down a
smirk at
floor
the
and still
soil.
on a balcony, but I suppose there was an upper and a lower balcony. So let's see if we have anything else here. No, but we did have something in the main room here, so let's take care of that. Couldn't dodge out of the way of that one. One more. Let's see, was there anything else here? A strong blood serum. That's nice. I'll take that. I suppose that is just the entrance door that we couldn't enter earlier. Yeah, I don't need to exit there.
I cannot enter.
Okay, so we gotta go back upstairs. And find a way through here then. Let me check. I don't think I ever checked that door. Okay. And I don't think I could get down from here. Am I wrong? I don't know why I can't just teleport down.
Only love. Woe to you.
And there was nothing here. Oh no, there we go.
Who are you? You who dared enter my realm.
Just
are
a minute.
you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you, but I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final.
Yeah, thank you for the reminder.
My blade, I summon thee, my children of the night. Bite, maim, bit, kill!
Yeah, this is always such a good attack. Ow, ow, ow! What the heck? Okay, so she can single shot me. Good to know.
Woe unto thee, son of Babylon! Touché, sir! On guard!
Oh my god, look at that.
I smell your fear. I summon thee, my children of the night. My blade on guard. I smell your fear. Touché, sir. Your hand is shaking.
There, a little bit of blood.
On guard. I smell your fear. Your blood will be mine. Your hand.
Yeah, this is a single hit. Let's do one more try. If that's not enough, then I'll just go and clean up some side quests and shit before we level up a little.
My blade shall pierce your villainous heart, dark prince. On guard. I smell your fear. My children, my beloved, die for the love of me. Touché, sir. Whoa! On guard. Arise and save your queen, my slaves. Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of Sheba.
Oh wow.
Will she be the queen again?
Oh, that's gonna be an uncomfortable attack.
Your blood will be mine.
Ugh. Oh yes, 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 that was a good attack.
Hear and obey, for your queen commands you. Attack! Your hand is shaking. You killed my father.
Yeah, this is not gonna work. Yeah, I think we gotta come back later. This boss fight is way above where I should be right now. And I'm not quite willing to Elden Ring myself through this. Though, we have other things to do. Let's find an exceptional restaurant for our gourmand. At least we know why they placed us right in front of the exit. They probably saw that couple.
I have this thirst for blood.
No, I don't need to. Ah, I do. They won't let me out. Yeah, these poison clouds just aren't fun. Like that is not an attack, that's fun. It's just, it's annoying. Oh my god, are you serious? Like, you couldn't have come up with a better way to have enemies that aren't just obnoxious. I'm sorry, I do not like these enemies. I don't think they are fun enemies to fight in any way. Well, let's see if we can actually avoid a fight for 5 minutes so we can find some blood.
It's elite! Kill it!
Nope, we can't.
Easy does it, boys. Filthy piece of shit!
Are you? That wasn't mine. Yeah, it's no comment. Yeah, I think if there's one thing I really dislike about the game, it's the power creep. It's the way that you can't move 5 inches without everyone around you just getting significantly more powerful. It's like, I'm surprised that none of the rats has eaten me. I suppose that's to him then. Find an exceptional restaurant. Okay, so somewhere in this area should be a restaurant. Let's see if we can get his blood for once. No, we can't because...
Over there!
At least we're starting to heal up again. There's a hideout. We could use that to fill up real quick. Let's do some crafting. Yeah, let's do light. What do we have in regeneration serums? 500 health. And... oh wait, we should probably have analyzed that there. Because now we can also make... we need 15 opium for that? Yeah, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Don't think we have enough to upgrade them. Do we? Oh, yes we do. It's the final hatchet. And extra damage, I'll take that. Can we also upgrade the revolver or shotgun? Yes, we can. Yeah, and more damage. Ooh, this is a nice shotgun. Then I suppose the only question is if we can also upgrade the revolver. Which one are we using? 70 for this one. Yes, we can. All the way even. Did I? Oh, I never did this for the revolver. Yeah, damage. 5 stun points, that is nice. Increased damage. And more stun points. There, so now we have a good shotgun and a good revolver. Let's make sure we equip them. Well, that doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, I definitely have to try that later. Yeah, we have the perfect revolver. Wait, if... can I not put the perfect revolver here? No, because the X... oh, that's offhand. I see it the other way around there. So main hand, then the other one would be the shotgun, and I can't put the shotgun in here. Because the shotgun needs to be down here. Yeah, that works. Now, 4000 XP is not enough for me to go and sleep. No, we're gonna look for that restaurant here.
Put an end to you!
Yay, color. Color is always good. Though I do have to admit, I also like the black and white version. But yeah, can't say no to Disco Moxie. Colors.
Better go home, sir. Are you stupid? Steady, boys, What's it? It's a killer!
Oh, is he?
What you deserve. Kill you! Die, best!
I'm kinda annoyed because that means I have always a shotgun equipped or a weapon. I don't want that. I think I gotta... Yep. Actually, let me see if I can upgrade the... No, wait, the stake was fully upgraded. Just, I don't like the weapon... I don't like running around with a weapon because I every now and then accidentally shoot. And I don't mean to. I mean, I know that's a very typical American issue. That just, you know, you have a weapon, you randomly shoot people. It just happens. That's how our country was built.
I'm sure Kaloon Russell has no interest in such a conventional move.
Oh, maybe I should give him rats.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Steaks, liver and bacon, salt, fish, egg. Yeah. I don't think he wants to have any of that. Then let's head to the next one. Yep, straight through. I still have trouble with the sticky button on my gamepad. And every time I open the map, it feels uncomfortable. Oh, I suppose I gotta take it apart again.
This is despicable.
Just in case you weren't here when I had that issue last week. I bought a used gamepad from a gamer girl. Because she said she doesn't use gamepads and she didn't know why she actually purchased it. It was nearly brand new. But that whole thing is so sticky that the buttons just don't always come back up. I wonder what she emptied onto it. I really don't want to know, but despite all the cleaning I've done, gotta take it apart again. Gotta soak it in alcohol again. Yeah, it's definitely something sugary. Based on how it sticks, it yells soda. And if you've ever had Mountain Dew or something... Excuse me?
Good evening, miss. Can I help you? I'm a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I am Karina Billow. I don't need any doctor. The rats. Where are the rats?
Miss, you don't
see, and now it actually triggered.
Seem well at all. Are you afraid of rats? Has one bitten you?
No, it's me who bites them. Tasty, juicy, disgusting rats. I can't stop eating them. Help me, please. Help me to disobey the voice.
What happened to you?
The rats. The answer hides in their little crunchy bones. Their juicy, tiny brains.
Miss Billow, please, try to concentrate. Why do you worry about rats so much?
The voice in my head. He forces me to do so. Drink their blood, he said. Eat their flesh.
Do you feel compelled to obey that voice, Miss Billow? Even if you're loath to submit to it?
Yes. Please. Help.
Oh, and there it happens again. Every now and then when the gamepad suddenly turns into a mouse cursor and then doesn't stop. This game does have some weird bugs.
Tell me about the voice in your head. Who is it? Can you describe it? Is it someone you know? Someone you met?
Keep your mouth shut, he said. Don't ever speak about me, or I'll abandon you. Help me, please, Doctor.
Tell me about yourself, Miss Billow. What do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm hungry. Need to eat. Have you got something for me? Blood, perhaps? Can you give me blood, Dr. Reed?
Don't you remember who you are, miss? What you did for work?
I was strong, proud. I campaigned for good causes. But that was before. Before. It does not matter anymore. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, there's this guy that lives next to me that I think is just permanently high on cocaine, but he has these ear pods in, and he permanently talks to himself and sings. Either one of the two. So I do have that feeling that sometimes people have voices in their head, and I'm not sure ear pods are helping.
What is the local news hereabouts, Miss Billow?
Shadows. Shadows hunting shadows. Whispers in the dark. Pestilence. Suffering. Death.
I must go now. Goodbye, Miss Billow.
Interesting. Okay, but where is this restaurant? What do we have here? Oh. Okay, that's where it is. Well, I don't need to be in Vampyr Mansion. Yeah, I think now I remember that was the back entrance. Yep, because down there was the sewers. And there's a restaurant. That's exactly the same.
I'm sure Kaloon Russell has no interest in such a conventional menu.
I mean, that's exactly the same menu the other one had. I wonder if they are a chain. Famous London franchise. Nothing here? No. And I suspect we gotta go up here, yeah. Yep, and then through here. And then somewhere on the left. Is this it, I suppose? Everything here looks so identical and dark and dreary. I really like the ultimate. That is such a nice attack. Oh, we're already past the restaurant, so it needs to be up here somewhere.
You're mine, vermin!
Oh, Eternal. I hope you're not injured. Because that sounds like it could have gone wrong. Streamer dies after he fell out of chair. I mean, it would be one way to die. It's like a story to tell. Oh yeah, he fell out of his chair and broke his neck. No one saw it coming. No shit, Sherlock, really? No, I'm laughing at your imagined potential death. Because it was a very funny way to die.
Bloody leech!
Oh, hey, Floofy!
The microwave just knocked down the front door and brought 15 more with them.
Hey, Floofy! Thank you for the raid. Come on in. Hi. Hi. You're gonna laugh, but I was actually keeping an eye on you. I thought if you're gonna go a little bit longer, I can raid you.
Step away!
Oh wait. I should probably stay out of the way so I don't get attacked. How are you today? Hi, cute beans. Come on in. Thank you so much for the raid. Yeah, hi. I'm Moxie. If you haven't seen me before, I'm a variety streamer, usually playing the lesser known games, the ones that were a bit less successful or sometimes a little bit crappy. But they are fun. In the end, we're having fun. Even if we're just slaughtering innocent Londoners.
Bloody leech! No!
But yeah, thank you so much for the raid. Come on in, make yourself comfortable. And get yourself a drink. You probably were going for several hours already, knowing you. Ow, ow. Come on, chop.
Shit, that leech is fast! Shit, that leech is fast!
There. But yeah, thank you so much again
Hello,
for the raid.
Raiders. Did you know that Moxie's tail is the size of a whole ass person?
A whole ass person. An entire ass person.
Oh my god!
Are ass people the friends of the crab people? You just want to see the tail, admit it. You just want to see the tail. There's my tail cam just for you. You get it for free for that. Yeah. Tails are important. Temple-covered market. Yes, that sounds... Oh, Lakefield chocolate. Maybe we find a restaurant here. No?
It's locked.
Okay, so we gotta go to the ladies' tailor later. Maybe up there somewhere. But...
It's locked, all right.
But I don't see a restaurant. Let me see. Can I get up? Yes, we can.
Lead spotted! Watch out, boys! He's done for!
I kind of wanted to get blood from at least one of them, but we'll be fine. Chocolate. Oh. Oh. Oh, I just want to move in here. Can we just like close the door and stay here? Oh, low polygon. Yes. I was just about to say low polygon cake is the best cake. It's easier to eat. It's like interesting. They broke the door open, but no one touched the knobs. You must be the shittiest burglar ever. So do we have nothing else here of interest? 5 shillings in the cash register? You poor sod. Let's see. Other side? Other side. What do we have over here? A little bit of loot. But yeah, I would totally move into a place like that. I do not resist cake. It has power over me. More power than any human ever will. Because cake is good. That's why. I'll tell you, the thing I hate most about America. I live in America, I'm a German living in America. The thing I hate most is that I can't get good tiramisu here. There is no good tiramisu in the States unless you make it yourself. Because if you make good tiramisu, you would have to sell it 21 plus, and no one does that. No store is gonna actually use alcohol in tiramisu. I mean, sure, it's not like you get drunk from eating one, it's not like you have enough left, but... American regulations.
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Well, I think I now have 4 different Braille texts, but I still don't know anyone who can read it. But yeah, that's the one downside of America. Well, I suppose 2, cheese and chocolate. It's bland, it's boring, and expensive. Now, let's see if we have anything else up here. There was nothing on the left, was there? No, there wasn't. And there was nothing on the right either. That's not a door, is it? No, it's not. Yeah, I mean, corn syrup. You can avoid it. You don't have to. But it is in a lot of things. It's... Yes. Americans like their sweetness. Okay, I still didn't find the restaurant. And you can't tell me that there's not a restaurant down here. Is it this one? Yes, this is the one. The Blind Gourmet. There we go.
A restaurant where the guests are blindfolded before being seated. Intriguing.
Entrees. Guess what? Mystery plate and exquisite flavors.
Space!
Yeah, I think that's the one he wanted. So now we can go back to Calhoun. Calhoun? Calhoun. Calhoun. I think his name was Calhoun Russell. Yep, straight through and then left. But yeah, I agree. It's like, if you like dark bread, you're not gonna get dark bread here. You're gonna get white bread that's filled with caramel color. But if you want real dark bread, you're not gonna have a good time. There was actually a German bakery in Denver where we got really good bread from. But, you know, a loaf of bread was like
Please,
$8.
Whether you need to buy something or not, I am happy to help.
And $8 for a loaf of bread is just like, no.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
I remember I once went to that bakery and I went home with like 4 loaves of bread and some bagels and some marmalade, and I paid like $120. I remember sitting in the car and thinking to myself that this is not a place I can ever go back to.
I have found a restaurant that could satisfy you, Mr. Russell. The most intriguing and exotic restaurant in London.
Really? You have piqued my interest. Where is it?
It's a place where you eat in complete darkness and try to identify your meal without anything but your palate.
My, oh my, how interesting. It could even be fun to eat a little poisson et frites that way. Oh, thank you, Dr. Reed. Please, have this for your research.
Poisson et frites? Fish and chips. That's what it means, isn't it? Poisson is... Yeah, I'm pretty sure poisson is the potato. So he just said fish and chips in French because he's
I may
elevated.
have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
Poisson, fish. Yeah, poisson is fish. It's still fish and chips. I just switched it around again. Yes. Poisson et frites. So fish and chips. Actually, let me see real quick if we have to buy anything here. We have... Oh, yes, we have the good handles, but I don't think we need good handles anymore. We're good on that level now. But we do need... Yeah, let's just buy that stuff. Guess let's face it, we're never gonna spend the money anyway. Yeah. Kitchener. I've heard of Kitchener. Yeah, a YouTuber I watch actually grew up in Kitchener. I've heard of it before. And Denver is a great place for that too. Because in Denver we actually have an Oktoberfest. And German restaurants and stuff, and it's a good place. Oh. I see, so we're already nearly done with what he wants. Where do we find the last one? No marker, huh? Oh, and Lady Ashbury has something to say. But no marker for this quest. Interesting. Locate Emily's house. Let's see where Emily was. Okay, Emily is to the right and in the back. But yeah, go have fun lurking. And whatever you make it, if it's fish and chips, enjoy. Kit actually made tofu and rice yesterday. And we still have some left, so I know what I'm gonna have for breakfast. Tofu and rice. I'm absolutely a rice eater. I feel like I've been born on the wrong continent. As a kid, I never had rice, unless like, you know, once a year or so when my mom bought some rice in bags and boiled it. And we early on bought a rice cooker. And at that point, I just fell in love with rice. Like, if you tell me we had rice 3 days in a row and tomorrow I'm gonna have rice, okay. There's so much you can do with it. I mean, yes, of course, a whole continent eats it nearly exclusively. But yes, there is so much you can do with it. Okay. So it's here somewhere. Where is Emily's house? Maybe I gotta go around here. Great, now I'm hungry. All this talk about food really didn't help. No way in? I don't think her house is out here. But since we're already searching here, I'm gonna finish this. Maybe we find anything useful. But no, I think at this point we're just going back to the docks, and we already did a very thorough investigation there, so I don't think we have anything left in that area. So I suppose let's go back through here. I mean, there's nothing I can do here. So yeah, let's follow the right wall. It's probably an entrance here. Oh, there are balconies. That looks like something I can get up to. Just need to find where I get up there. Where is your entrance? Through here? Yes, probably.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Jonathan, is that you? I did not know you were back in London. Oh, my dear Johnny. I'm so sorry for your loss. Mary was such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Venus.
May I come in?
I was going to bed, actually.
Kinda kinky. Hey, Ree! Oh, but I think I feel good today. It's Monday, but I still feel good. Because let's face it, Monday's not gonna get better if you don't.
I'm sure you can spare me a few minutes. For old time's sake.
Of course you may enter, Jonathan. I remember when Mary came here with her husband and her son.
She was about to go to bed. Did she tell her night gown, her very simple nightgown that she was going to bed. There. I'm not gonna loot all your household first. And then we can talk.
I feared the worst.
Yeah, I'm stealing your codeine and your screws and your money. Yeah, she was going to bed. Exactly. Her husband is out there worrying about her. And she is dressed up like that, going to bed. I'll believe it. Yeah. Moistening her fingertips. That's a good sentence, I like that. Oh my god, there's so much to steal in your household.
It's locked.
Oh, a journal. 9th of July. I spent the last day and night crying tears of joy. I did not know bliss could be so painful. My Clarence just wrote me. He is back from the war alive and unharmed. He will be at home in 2 weeks. Thank you, God. Thank you so much. I can't want to see my beloved husband again. 5 days later. Clarence's attitude still worries me. He is not the same since he came back. The first few weeks... Oh wait, no, that's 14th of August. It's 1.5 months later. 5 weeks. He's not the same since he came back. The first few weeks I thought it was just the necessary adjustment period. But his behavior seemed to be more and more erratic. Nowadays he spends all his time outside day and night searching for evidence. He does not care about the flu. He does not care about me. He's starting to frighten me. 21st of September. I can't believe this. Clarence has spent half of his pension to print some stupid leaflets. He now wants to freely give away in the neighborhood. There's so many typos in this text. People are starting to laugh at me. Now he wants to organize some public lecture in a recently closed theater to warn people about the presence of evil creatures in London. Free entry, of course. My husband may have come back unharmed from the war, but I'm afraid he's lost his mind over there. 4th of September. Clarence just confessed he has not spent half of his pension, but all of it, plus some of our savings. Paper and inks cost so much because of the war, he said. But it is a cost we must pay. People openly mock us now. I don't know what to do. 5th of October. Today the butcher, Mr. Galway, sent me the monthly fee and requested payment in full. He also told me he now demands to be paid each time we buy some meat from his shop. No more credit. The baker asked the same thing 2 days ago. First, I thought it was a new policy because of the restrictions and the epidemic, but it seems my friends still have financial arrangements from the same shop. I was so ashamed I could not speak. 8th of October. We can't keep on like this. Clarence is completely mad. He's spending all the money we have, and I don't see how to stop him. Sometimes I wish he did not come back from the war. Great, so we have a second page. I was hoping the whole time that this tells us how close we are. But yeah, you go lurk. Thank you so much for the lurk and enjoy dinner. Okay, but I think we've looted all the loots. So now we can go back down and talk to her.
I remember when Mary came here with her husband and her son.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Venus.
So you returned from the war in one piece too. Thank God. My Clarence is back home too.
How is the old rascal?
Probably outside, chasing ghosts and chimeras. Clarence has changed a lot since he returned from the war, you know.
How have you been since the last time we met? How long has it been? 3 years now?
I've done my duty, like all British women. You have no idea what it was like to wait for months without knowing if I'd still be your wife. or a widow.
I understand. Luckily, this part of town has been saved from the worst of the bombings, from what I've seen.
Yes, and it's also true about the epidemic. The flu has killed here too, of course, but not on such a large scale as in other parts of town.
Have you noticed anything peculiar about the neighborhood recently?
You mean except for your return to town? No. Oh, and again, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences for your sister.
Thank you, Venus. It was so sudden. And I've been so busy, I haven't spoken to anyone about it.
I wish I could have assisted at the funeral, but you know, it's been so quick. And what with the epidemic in the streets?
There's no need to apologize, my dear. It's normal, considering the circumstances.
No, it's not. I am sure that Clarence has not even thought to present you his condolences. He is too busy with his penny dreadful stories.
Why is my return so surprising?
It's more an unexpected happy end than a surprise. You and Clarence, back from the war. You have no idea how hard it's been for me.
Venus, why do you worry so much about your family's reputation?
Everyone laughs at Clarence now. And they avoid me because they believe I share his insane opinions. I'm a leper in my own community.
Okay, she doesn't have any health issues.
Tell me about Clarence's obsession with vampires.
It drives me so crazy it makes my stomach hurt. I was so relieved to have him back. But I quickly realized he'd lost his mind in France.
I understand your irritation, Venus. But you have to accept the trauma Clarence endured on the battlefield.
The question is simple, Jonathan. Is my husband mad? Yes or no? Do vampires exist? Or is Clarence a lunatic?
So you don't believe Clarence?
If poor Mary, bless her soul, had tried to convince you of the existence of bloody vampires, would you have believed her? Seriously?
The important question is, what do you really think of your husband?
I'm tough, Jonathan. He should have told me the horrors he witnessed, however appalling it was, instead of inventing a fantasy about blood-drinking monsters.
What do you think about Clarence squandering his fortune on his obsession?
Soon we'll be poor, and forced to sell the house. Where will we go? In which filthy, infected part of town will we end up? I'm so afraid.
Nope, I don't bite good beans. I only kill evil people. Which unfortunately so far was only one person. It's getting a bit troublesome. Oh, wait. Speaking of which... Oh no, she was a level 5. Because I am going back. I'm killing those two once I am a mesmerized level 5. They were bad people.
Always welcome here.
But hey, Shin.
At this hour of night?
Come on in, make yourself comfortable. And yeah, if you didn't notice, you got a gift subscription. So enjoy the emotes. Oh, I suppose that wasn't Emily's house. Yeah, because that's Venus.
When Mary came here with her husband and son.
So that means we're still looking for Emily's house here. Yes, you do. It's a really good game. I highly enjoy it. I really do. Is there no way up here? Not through here. But yeah, you probably don't want to watch too closely if you still want to play it. Because I am relatively far in the game by now. So I don't want to spoil anything for you. Okay, yeah, then it's no
Anything
problem.
to connect me to this city anymore.
Where we are currently looking for Emily's home. So it wasn't this. What's Stiver? Stiver cut. Stiver cut? Stiver cut. Stiver, what does that even mean? Is that a real estate? Yeah, I suspect that we can teleport up somewhere here. Like up there. This is so tempting. Oh. I get it now. I get it. Let's see if I'm right about this, because I think it's through their back door. Probably. Honestly, yeah. It's...
Hello, Jonathan.
If it's good, yes.
Please, come in.
And 90% of the games they do are good. It's the only one I really didn't like was Time Loop. I liked it so little I don't even remember what it was called. The one that was all about the looping time over and over. And it's just, it had such a dumb Deathloop, thank you. And it had such a dumb and stupid humor, and the characters were so unlikable right from the start, and it's just, it had nothing redeemable.
No invitation is needed to enter this building. That can't be a good sign. No sign of a struggle. It seems Charlotte's friend knew the killer and let him in.
That's an interesting note. The fact that he noticed he could just enter without being invited. It's like, how does a vampire know? 5th of November. My dear Shuck, I can't wait to see you again. Tonight, tomorrow, I can hardly wait. Since we kissed on that bridge while the moon was so bright in the night sky, I want to feel your teeth again on my lips. Your teeth on my lips. Oh, the excruciating pain of your sweet bite on my neck, you devil you. For the longest second ever, I feared you were going to kill me right there on the bridge in the middle of the night. But no, my dear Shuck. You remained the delicate fiancé I know you are, and you were only teasing me. I can't wait to drink your blood, for good this time, and come back to my sweet friend Charlotte as an immortal. To play with her a little. First, of course, like you taught me how to play with mortals. And then I'll turn her into one of us too, and we will rule the Knights of London and cleanse the city of its impure souls.
Emily wanted to become a vampire. Something must have gone wrong. Someone is responsible for this mess. But who?
Dark Messiah and Might and Magic leaves a weird flavor, because I think I was just too young to respect it for what it was when it came out. Like, that's my honest opinion. I haven't touched it in 15 years or so. But I recently watched, wasn't it Mitch Mannix or someone who made a video about the best game you've never played or something like this, and it was Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. And watching that video, I have to agree. It was a really creative game. It had a lot of the things that modern games do, but a decade earlier. From, you know, long riding on horse scenes while dialogues happen, to being able to approach solutions in so many different ways that you could really only compare to Deus Ex. It was a really unique game, but I remember when I played it, I didn't enjoy it. And I do wonder if I would enjoy it today. It's definitely a game that's been on my play list a few times. It might come back, who knows.
Blood. I should follow the trail.
Blood. These blood trails are always so bloody. Like, they don't just lose a little. Do you know how much blood this is? As someone who has regular nosebleeds, I know how much blood a body can lose before you get dizzy. And yeah, I think you've already reached this mark like 50 feet ago. And yeah, I do own it too on Steam. I don't think I've ever replayed it.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, and I strongly invite you to find your own game, sir.
I appreciate the invitation, but I'm here to solve the mystery concerning the death of a young woman killed by a vampire.
A young woman killed by a vampire? Oh, you're joking, right? Oh, I do love the British sense of humor.
Is that what French vampires sound like? Because it does remind me of what a French vampire would sound like.
And who exactly are you?
I am Jacques-Michel Guillaume Florimond de Marquis de Bois-Colombes, at your service, my dear cousin.
Can I have subtitles for that? Can I hear that again? Are you French? Am I really gonna ask him if he's French? Am I gonna ask Jacques de Bouillon de Colombiers here if he's French?
You're French, but your English is quite good.
I was born in France, sir, but I consider myself a traveler of this world. So many countries, so many tantalizing tastes.
Dear cousin, are we related?
We could be of the same blood, my dear. I tend to consider all Econs as family, don't you?
What are you doing here?
I recently decided to visit London. I've always dreamed of visiting a city on the verge of collapse. Such a delicate, yet intense spectacle.
You take pleasure from others' misery.
I have been a totally depraved and immoral creature since the day I was reborn, sir. And probably before.
At least he's honest.
What do you plan to do here?
Take pleasure. Take pictures. Enjoy the show. Have fun. Believe me, I won't be the only foreign immortal who bought a ticket to the fair.
Yeah, unfortunately I can't actually. He is not a target.
I followed the trail of blood from her room to here.
Oh, you're referring to that young woman. Yes, the meeting turned messy. I'm afraid I ruined my last redingote.
So you admit you murdered her?
I admit nothing, my good sir. I only regret the blood of that girl staining my clothes. Oh, blood can be so messy.
What happened?
She wanted to become one of us. Not the first time I have received such a proposal, but I must admit her direct approach tempted me.
And then what?
The body rejected my blood. It happens, you know, sometimes even with voluntary prey. At least her gurglings brought me some fun, until the artery burst.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, I do believe him, because we already know that this is the thing, and he doesn't sound like the worst vampire, so...
I believe you, sir. Emily's diary confirms your statement.
Oh, Emily was her name. Quite charming. Well, mystery solved then.
Yes, I suppose so. You can go.
And so can you. Farewell, sir. May you enjoy the spectacle of this fallen city as much as I do.
It's definitely an interesting idea to just have this apocalypse tourism. Okay, but yeah, let's go first to Charlotte and tell her, and then I do want to go to Lady Ashbury. or rather Charlotte's mom, because it shows on the map that she wants my attention. Oh, let's see, where was... Charlotte was always running around somewhere here. There she is.
Women of all countries unite!
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I have found out what happened to your friend, Emily.
I can handle the truth. There's no need to hide the bloody details.
Your friend was planning to become a vampire. She thought she'd met an honest one and made a deal with him. Unfortunately, Emily did not survive the process.
My mother told me many times about the risks of being turned. I often suspected she exaggerated the danger to avoid me being tempted.
No, the risk is real. Have you any idea what a body has to endure? To become an organism entirely consumed by its need to process and recombine blood?
I should never have talked to Emily about vampires. I never thought she'd actually try it without me. Thank you, sir. Here, take this for your discretion.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
It does sound
Goodbye,
really
Charlotte.
interesting.
Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Okay, now if I'm not mistaken, we have to just go in this direction. Yep, and then she's on the right.
Even someone you're close to.
And I see that we also need to go back to the hospital because we also need to talk to someone there. So I think let's do that. So we're already at 5,500 XP. Handling a couple of those side quests, and we should have another level up or two. Okay, yeah, we gotta go in here, and then she is in that house. Wait, how did we not loot this place yet? That's weird. How did we go through this without looting it? 9th of May. Tonight I went with Mother visiting the sick of the East End. It had been a long time since I went in this sad part of town. To see her talking and listening to those poor people moved me beyond words. She really tries to make a difference and really tries to help these men and women. She also killed one of them tonight. It happened so quickly I did not even notice she had vanished. But when she reappeared, she looked so much more alive, more vivid. I immediately knew what had just happened. She took a life and I saw nothing. We returned home without a word. If I ever become like her, I won't feed on the dying. I will kill the guilty and the brutes wherever they hide. 13th of September. This afternoon, 2 men tried to corner me in a back alley, while I was campaigning for the women's rights to vote. I called for help as loud as I could, like Mother told me. I don't know what would have happened if a soldier had not ordered them to leave me alone. He then walked me back home and tried to kiss me. I refused. He did not say a word and left. The whole story made me so sad. I was still crying when Mother woke up after the night had come. I told her the whole truth and she helped me She held me against her chest. Then we went to the theater to see Doris Fletcher in her new play. I think I'm a little bit frustrated that Mother did not rush out to make them all pay. If I were a vampire, I would not be that merciful. 15th of September. We had a terrible argument with Mother last night, as she refused once again to turn me into an immortal. When I reminded her of what had happened to me in that street with those two men, and how things would have been different if I had been like her, or if they had carried weapons, she simply smiled and told me that to be part of this world meant to be ready to face it. I'm not sure I understand what she means, but it drives me crazy. I left home in the middle of the night to see Emily at her house, and I spent the whole day there. Maybe it's time for me to leave Mother's house and live my life, just like Emily. I love Mother so much, but it frustrates me so when she refuses to talk about my conversion. 17th of February, so several months later. Tonight I'm as sad as I'm excited, for I'm about to leave this house for good. Mother has agreed to let me have my own flat in the West End as long as it's not too far from her house. I had to promise her I would be very careful. I told her how much I love her, and she told me she was proud of me. I understand now that she only wants me to be as strong and independent as she is. I must admit, I am very thankful for all she taught me through these years. She made the woman I am today. Now it's time for me to choose where to go from here. Whatever I'm going to do with my life, it's up to me. All I know is this. If I ever chose to become an immortal, I will not involve my mother in my choice. For this is my life, and I'm responsible for my actions. I wonder if we will get a chance to turn her. It's like, it's hinting at that. And I wouldn't be surprised if she actually dies. And then we have to deal with Ashbury. It's like, if we would... Wow. I'm now talking like her. If I would write this, that is probably where I would lead it. But that sounds very generic and boring. I know.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
To the inspiring Lady Ashbury, there are darknesses in life, and there are lights. And you are one of the lights. The light of all lights. Bram Stoker. Hold on, was that actually her name? I had to look that up real quick, but... No, she was not associated. Because I know Bram Stoker had several well-known friends. But yeah, I suppose there was no Ashbury among them. I kind of felt it would be wrong if you use a real personality the way that Assassin's Creed does every now and then. When suddenly, hey, I'm Benjamin Franklin. But hey, would have been possible. And there is our last vampire info. Only a few of us remain after the shock of the Great Hunt. I was one of them. I remember how the sudden attack of the enemy caught us all by surprise. Blood was shed during those few nights. Some of us who survived chose to exile. I don't blame them, but I regret their lack of fortitude. For it is courage we need to protect the interests of the Empire. Courage we need to defend the values we stand for. May we all remember that William Marshall himself never lowered his head. My beloved Maker may be long gone now, but his presence is still among us. We keep a few drops of his sacred blood to remind us that we are and what we seek. Of what we are and what we seek. Honor, purity, and excellence. I had the privilege of speaking with the knight many times as his progeny and his friend. He spoke to me of the tear of angels, the holy beverage supposed to appease the inextinguishable hunger we all feel. That he never ceased to search, even without knowing if such artifact exists. I admired his tenacity. And it is his tenacity, his indefectible belief in something bigger, than us that will make us survive any future great hunt launched by our enemies. Escalon will be rebuilt. Always. It is an ideal. Yeah.
Good evening, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm still investigating from inside the Ascalon Club. Can we talk?
Of course, my dear.
Let's see.
How is your investigation going?
I have decided to explore beyond the dictates of reason.
What do you mean?
You may on occasion find this house closed when you visit me. If so, it is because I have gone undercover. Sort of.
Who are you going to surveil? I hope you're not considering spying on McCullum or the Guard of Prewen.
No. I intend to ask a few questions in parts of town I rarely venture into. Dirty places where a delicate lady like myself should never be seen.
When will you return?
As soon as possible. And I don't intend to stay away for long.
I have investigated new sources of infection, and I may have found a new type of Skal. One suffering from heavy mutations that is extremely contagious.
Skals come in various forms, you know. They are simply degenerate versions of their makers.
I believe these families are different, and I'm currently pursuing a lead. I know I can find the true source of contagion by finding who created these creatures.
That would be great news. Be very careful, my dear, when dealing with such creatures.
There are many paintings adorning the walls here.
Yes?
Did you paint them?
No, my dear. But some of them. I have had a long time to learn from the best. I'm currently working on what could be my greatest masterpiece.
What is this masterpiece?
Your portrait, my dear Jonathan. It will be my gift to you, if I ever have time to finish it.
That's cute.
Have you met any famous painters?
Are you trying to divine my age by cross-checking historical dates, my dear? That's a devious parlor trick.
Well, Elizabeth, I tried my best. Don't I deserve some reward at least?
Well, if you must know, I even posed for the greats. Now that you know it, you may recognize me when visiting museums.
She is adorable. I like her.
Goodbye, my dearest.
Goodbye, my beloved.
Like, come on, let's just make out and become an adorable vampire couple. Okay, now, first things first. Okay, I suppose that didn't count as the last book. Okay, so let's head back on to the hospital. And I think that's when I will slowly call it a night. Or day. I feel like calling it a night now because I'm a vampire. But yeah, let's head on over to the hospital and see what the good doctor wants from us. Alright, and oh, thank you for the head pits. I will always take more head pits. I love head pits. Head pits are a good thing to do. Yeah, and it's probably also a good time to quit the game because it's clear that the memory is starting to become an issue. Like, you can always tell when the game's performance is going down.
One of them birds!
was a bit more difficult to kill than anticipated. Just make sure we got all the loot. Great. Now, several keys are sticky. What the heck is happening to my gamepad? It's like the longer I use it, the more the stickiness returns. Well, I know what I'm doing tomorrow. Gotta take it apart and soak it again. Because now it's become important. God, it feels so long since we first entered this hospital. It feels kind of nearly like a different game.
Hello, Jonathan. How are things on the West End front?
Complicated, my friend. The rich and powerful feel threatened by the disease, and have asked me to put an end to it.
Yes. It is odd how resolving a crisis suddenly increases in urgency when it affects those who matter.
It looks like the epidemic is spreading to the western districts of London. I am trying to locate the source of the infection.
It won't be an easy task, my friend. This disease is highly contagious.
Do you not think epidemiology could be helpful in this matter? To retrace the origin of infection through time and topology.
If anyone can perform such a miracle, it will be you, Dr. Reed.
Since this epidemic is evidently linked to the vampire curse, we must find the original carrier to understand where it comes from.
I admire your logic, Jonathan, but be careful. Rationality, when it comes to your kind, is not always a reliable lens.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson, the famous tycoon, is well versed in vampire and occult knowledge?
No, I did not. But that is no surprise. For half a century, it has been quite the trend for English nobility to join secret societies and occult circles.
I feel like it's always been a thing.
But Aloysius Dawson is only a rich merchant.
Yes, richer than Croesus. Wealth is more respected than title these days, even in England.
Did he contact the Brotherhood of St. Paul? Try to join your group?
It would not surprise me, but I am certain he's never been a member.
Does the Brotherhood of St. Paul know anything about the Ascalon Club?
Well, I'm afraid that's unlikely. Ascalon is a sensitive topic, and whatever material the Brotherhood has, I may not have access to.
Who could answer me then?
Usher Talltree, our current primate, may be the only one able to answer you. He's a discreet man who lives in the West End.
Oh.
Thank you for your time, Edgar.
Sounds like that's someone we're gonna meet. But yeah, I do think this is a very good opportunity to come to an end. I'm actually gonna go into my room for that, because that way we can make sure when we start that we have all the inventory we need. So yeah, let's park our good character here. It did save, didn't it? I'm pretty sure it saves automatically, but let's just craft something. Does that help? I don't see a save icon. If we lose something, we don't lose much. But yeah, that shall be it for today. I would say let's take a look at who we want to raid today, because we have a few good beans out there. I just want to make sure they've been...
Just checked in.
The Happy Foxo. Oh, I'll take that. I'll take that. Wait. First, there, your personal boop time. You please go ahead, boop the screen. If you do not have finger markings on your screen after you didn't boop hard enough. But yeah, thank you so much for the follow, Happy Foxo. I'll just call you the Happy Foxo because my Japanese is a bit lackluster. Oh boy, are you touching me on a touch screen? Are you? Can I actually feel the touching? It's like every now and then I try to boop my own nose, but it doesn't work as well in this. But yeah, thank you all for the amazing stream. I had so many good people in here, and Floofy's raid, and yeah, thank you for the follow, Happy. And I mean, thank you everyone for being in here, from, you know, Dalton and Avonlaws and Eternal and Turquoise and the whole raid coming from Fluffy with Stargazer. Fluffy. Did I really just call you Fluffy? Wow. Floofy. And yeah, Salogs, and we had so many good beans in here, and of course Kit and Karth, and I love you all, you know that. And yeah, thank you for always having fun with me, and I hope I at least made your entry into the new week a little bit better. But today we're gonna raid someone that I have not raided before, which is always nice. I like raiding new people. They are currently playing Final Fantasy Tactics. Yes, the PlayStation 1 Final Fantasy Tactics, the Lion, what was it called? The War of the Lions. Oh, it's such a good game. So I think this will be a very good target to raid. But yeah, that's it from me today. I will be back on Wednesday, most likely with more Vampyr. I want to see if maybe we can get that to an end this week. There's more of me on Discord. If you have any interest in having more of me, feel free to say hi. We're every now and then doing some stuff together too, like VR chat or golfing. We haven't in like a week because my living room is currently a bit full of boxes since we were moving stuff around, so the room for VR is a bit limited, but we'll get back to it. But yeah, that's it from me. There's only one thing left for me to do, and that is to wish you all an amazing week and say bye-bye.